The invisible bridge. How self-confidence creates paths. Where there are no roads, the illusion of waiting for certainty. How many times have you found yourself standing at the edge of a decision, frozen by uncertainty? Maybe you've thought, I'll take action when I feel more confident. Or, once I have all the answers, I'll know what to do. But what if I told you that this kind of waiting is nothing more than an illusion, a trap that keeps you stuck in place? Imagine standing at the edge of a dense forest, staring into the unknown. You tell yourself, I'll move forward when I see a clear path. But here's the truth. The path doesn't exist until you start walking. Life doesn't hand us pre-built roads. Instead, it offers invisible bridges that only reveal themselves as we take bold steps into the unknown. Confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you create through action. Think about some of the most successful people in history. Did they wait until they had all the guarantees before pursuing their dreams? Absolutely not. They stepped into the unknown, trusting that each small action would lead them closer to their goals. And guess what? That's exactly how self-confidence is built. Not before you act, but because you acted. In this video, we're going to explore why confidence is overrated as a starting point and how purpose-driven action can help you build it along the way. By the end, you'll understand how to live boldly, not because you've eliminated fear, but because you've learned to channel it into fuel for your journey. So if you're ready to stop waiting and start creating your own path, let's dive in. Why confidence doesn't come before action. The myth of readiness. Debunking the I'll start when I'm ready mentality. Let's address a common misconception, the idea that you need to feel ready before taking action. This belief is so ingrained in our culture that it often goes unchallenged. We tell ourselves, I'll start that business when I have enough savings, or I'll pursue my passion when I'm less afraid of failing. But here's the hard truth. Readiness is a myth. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's earned through experience. Think about it this way. No one feels confident driving a car the first time they sit behind the wheel. You don't start out knowing how to navigate sharp turns, parallel park, or merge onto a highway. Instead, confidence comes from hours of practice, mistakes, and course corrections. Each small success builds evidence that you're capable, gradually replacing doubt with self-assurance. This principle applies to every area of life. Whether you're starting a new job, learning a skill, or pursuing a dream, waiting for confidence to magically appear is like waiting for a train that never arrives. The only way to get moving is to take the first step, even if it feels shaky or uncertain. Why waiting is a recipe for stagnation. So why do we fall into the trap of waiting? The answer lies in our brain's evolutionary wiring. Our ancestors survived by avoiding risks and prioritizing safety. In a world filled with physical dangers, hesitation could mean the difference between life and death. But today, this same survival mechanism often works against us. Instead of seeing uncertainty as an opportunity for growth, we interpret it as a threat and freeze. Here's the problem. Without action, there's no feedback loop to challenge your fears. If you never test your limits, your brain continues reinforcing the belief that you're incapable. Over time, this creates a cycle of self-doubt. You wait for confidence, but because you're not acting, confidence never comes. It's like standing at the edge of a pool, shivering in fear, and expecting to feel warm before jumping in. Breaking free from this cycle requires a shift in mindset. Instead of asking, how am I ready? Ask yourself, what's the smallest step I can take right now? Even tiny actions like sending one email, writing one paragraph, or practicing one conversation can break the inertia and set you on the path to confidence. The science behind action-driven confidence. There's solid science to back up the idea that confidence grows through action. Research in behavioral psychology shows that humans learn best through trial and error. Every time you take a step outside your comfort zone, your brain registers the experience. If the outcome is positive, or even neutral, you gain evidence that you can handle similar challenges in the future. For example, consider public speaking. A common fear for many people. The first time you give a presentation, you might feel nervous and awkward. But if you push through the discomfort and realize you survived, and maybe even did well, your brain updates its internal narrative. The next time you speak, you'll feel slightly more confident because you've proven to yourself that you can handle it. This process is called experiential learning, and it's the foundation of building self-confidence. Each action creates a ripple effect, reinforcing your belief in your ability to overcome obstacles. As the saying goes, you don't have to see the whole staircase, Just take the first step. The danger of perfectionism. One of the biggest barriers to taking action is perfectionism, the belief that everything has to be flawless before you can move forward. Many people delay pursuing their goals because they're waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect version of themselves. But here's the reality. Perfection doesn't exist, and chasing it only leads to stagnation. Take the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before becoming one of the most successful writers in history, she faced countless rejections from publishers. Did she wait until she had all the guarantees? No. She kept submitting her manuscript, even when it felt like the odds were stacked against her. Her persistence wasn't fueled by confidence. It was driven by determination and a willingness to act despite uncertainty. Perfectionism robs you of momentum by keeping you stuck in analysis paralysis. The antidote is embracing imperfection and starting anyway. Each imperfect attempt teaches you something new, gradually replacing fear with competence. As artist Vincent van Gogh once said, "Great things are done by a series of small things brought together." Your journey to confidence starts with those small imperfect steps. The invisible bridge, building confidence through purpose. Purpose as your North Star. Why direction matters. Imagine setting out on a journey without a destination in mind. You might wander aimlessly, unsure of where to go or why you're even moving forward. Now contrast that with having a clear destination, a place you're excited to reach. Suddenly, every step feels intentional, every challenge becomes surmountable, and every detour is just part of the adventure. This is the power of purpose. Purpose isn't just a lofty ideal. It's the invisible thread that ties your actions together and gives them meaning. When you have a why that drives you, fear loses its grip. Purpose transforms uncertainty from a source of anxiety into an opportunity for growth. It acts as your compass, guiding you through the unknown and helping you build confidence along the way. Consider this. When you're aligned with a deeper mission, setbacks feel less personal. Instead of seeing failure as evidence of inadequacy, you view it as feedback, a necessary part of the process. Purpose reminds you that the stakes aren't just about you, they extend beyond yourself. Whether it's raising a family, building a business, or contributing to your community, having a sense of purpose makes it easier to take risks and keep moving forward. How purpose silences fear. Fear thrives in the absence of clarity. When you lack direction, even minor decisions can feel overwhelming. But when you connect your actions to a larger mission, fear begins to lose its power. Purpose shifts your focus from, "What if I fail?" to, "What if I succeed?" This subtle but profound change in perspective allows you to act boldly, even in the face of uncertainty. Take Malala Yousafzai, the youngest ever Nobel laureate, as an example. At just 15 years old, she stood up for girls' education in Pakistan, despite facing violent opposition. Her courage wasn't rooted in confidence. It stemmed from her unwavering commitment to equality. Purpose gave her the strength to act boldly, even when the odds were against her. She didn't wait until she felt fearless. She acted because her purpose demanded it. The same principle applies to your life. When you're driven by a deeper why, fear becomes manageable. It doesn't disappear entirely, that's unrealistic, but it no longer controls your decisions. Instead, fear becomes a companion on your journey, reminding you that what you're doing matters enough to be challenging. Creating your own purpose, a step-by-step guide. Not everyone has a grand vision handed to them. For many, discovering purpose is a process of exploration. If you're unsure where to start, here are some practical steps to help you uncover your why. Reflect on what excites you. Ask yourself, what activities make me lose track of time? Passion is often a clue to purpose. Whether it's writing, teaching, coding, or gardening, pay attention to what lights you up. Identify your values. What principles guide your life? Is it integrity, creativity, connection, or service? Aligning your actions with your core values creates a sense of fulfillment and authenticity. Think about legacy. Imagine yourself at the end of your life. What impact do you want to leave behind? How do you want to be remembered? This exercise can help clarify what truly matters to you. Experiment and iterate. Purpose isn't static. It evolves as you grow. Try new things, take on different roles, and see what resonates. Treat this process like an experiment, knowing that it's okay to pivot as you learn more about yourself. Once you identify your purpose, Write it down and revisit it regularly. Use it as your anchor whenever doubt creeps in. Remember, purpose isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Even small steps toward living your purpose can create massive shifts in your confidence and outlook. The synergy between purpose and action. Here's the beautiful thing about purpose. It not only motivates action, but also amplifies the results of your efforts. When you're clear on your why, each step you take reinforces your belief in your ability to achieve your goals. Action builds confidence, and confidence fuels further action. Over time, this creates a virtuous cycle that propels you forward, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Think of purpose as the foundation of the invisible bridge. Without it, your steps might feel random or meaningless. But with purpose, every action becomes a deliberate stride towards something greater than yourself. And as you walk, the bridge reveals itself. One plank at a time. Walking the invisible bridge. Strategies for bold living. Step 1. Start small. Build momentum. The journey across the invisible bridge begins with a single step. And that step doesn't have to be monumental. In fact, starting small is one of the most effective ways to build confidence and momentum. The key is to focus on actions that stretch you slightly outside your comfort zone without overwhelming you. For example, if public speaking terrifies you, start by sharing your thoughts in a small group setting or recording yourself speaking on video. If you're intimidated by writing, commit to drafting just one paragraph a day. These micro-actions might seem insignificant at first, but they lay the groundwork for bigger leaps. Each success builds evidence that you're capable, creating a snowball effect of self-assurance. Think of it like climbing a staircase. You don't jump straight to the top. You ascend one step at a time. Celebrate each victory, no matter how small, because every step forward reinforces your belief in your ability to keep going. Over time, these incremental wins compound into transformative growth. Step 2. Reframe failure as feedback. Failure is inevitable. It's part of the human experience. But the way you interpret failure determines whether it becomes a roadblock or a stepping stone. Instead of viewing setbacks as proof of inadequacy, reframe them as valuable lessons. Ask yourself, what went wrong and why? What can I learn from this experience? How can I improve next time? This mindset shift transforms failure from an enemy into an ally. For instance, Thomas Edison famously said about his countless attempts to invent the light bulb, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His persistence wasn't fueled by confidence. It was driven by curiosity and a willingness to experiment. When you adopt this perspective, failure becomes less intimidating. It's no longer something to avoid at all costs. It's a tool for growth. Each misstep provides data you can use to refine your approach and move closer to your goals. Confidence grows not because you avoided failure, but because you learned to navigate it. Step 3. Surround yourself with supportive people. Who you surround yourself with has a profound impact on your ability to take bold steps. A supportive network can provide encouragement, accountability, and perspective when you're feeling stuck. Conversely, toxic influences, people who doubt your abilities or discourage risk-taking, can amplify self-doubt and hold you back. Seek out mentors, friends, or communities that align with your values and aspirations. These are the people who will cheer you on during victories and offer guidance during challenges. They'll remind you of your strengths when you forget them and help you see possibilities where you might only see obstacles. For example, consider the role of support groups in recovery programs. Participants often credit their progress to the camaraderie and shared experiences within the group. Knowing they're not alone gives them the courage to face difficult moments head-on. You don't need a formal group to benefit from this dynamic. Simply surrounding yourself with positive, growth-oriented individuals can make a world of difference. Step 4. Practice visualization and affirmation. Your mind is a powerful tool, and harnessing its potential can significantly boost your confidence. Visualization, a technique used by athletes, entrepreneurs, and performers, involves mentally rehearsing success before taking action. Spend a few minutes each day imagining yourself achieving your goals. Picture the details, how you'll feel, what you'll say, and how others will respond. This practice primes your brain to recognize opportunities and act decisively when they arise. Pair visualization with affirmations to reinforce your belief in your abilities. Statements like, "I am capable," "I trust my instincts," or "I embrace challenges as opportunities," can counteract negative self-talk and reshape your inner narrative. While affirmations might feel awkward at first, consistency is key. Over time, they'll rewire your subconscious mind to support your ambitions rather than undermine them. Take Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. She credits visualization as a critical part of her training regimen, saying she imagines winning matches before stepping onto the court. By mentally rehearsing success, she prepares herself to perform at her best, regardless of external pressures. Step 5. Embrace discomfort as a growth indicator. Growth rarely happens in comfort zones. In fact, discomfort is often a sign that you're stretching yourself and expanding your capabilities. Instead of avoiding uncomfortable situations, lean into them. Remind yourself that discomfort is temporary, but the confidence gained from overcoming it is lasting. For example, if networking makes you uneasy, challenge yourself to attend one event per month. Beforehand, prepare a few conversation starters or questions to ease the pressure. Afterward, reflect on what went well and what you'd like to improve next time. With each event, you'll grow more comfortable and confident in your ability to connect with others. Discomfort also serves as a reminder that you're pushing boundaries and pursuing meaningful goals. As author Neil Donald Walsch once said, "Life begins at the end of your comfort zone." Embracing this truth allows you to view discomfort not as a threat, but as a signal that you're on the right path. Practical takeaways. Your blueprint for bold living. Now that we've explored the invisible bridge and how self-confidence is built through purpose-driven action, let's distill everything into actionable steps you can implement today. These takeaways are designed to help you walk boldly into uncertainty, armed with tools to overcome fear and build resilience. Step 1. Define your why. Before taking any action, clarify your purpose. Ask yourself, what excites me? What impact do I want to leave on the world? What am I willing to struggle for? Write down your answers and revisit them regularly. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself of your deeper mission. Purpose will guide your decisions and give you the courage to act despite fear. Step 2. Take one small step today. Confidence grows through action, so commit to taking one small step toward your goal right now. It could be as simple as sending an email, signing up for a class, or jotting down ideas for a project. The key is to start, no matter how imperfectly. Momentum builds from motion, not perfection. Step 3. Reframe challenges as opportunities. Shift your mindset around failure. Instead of seeing setbacks as proof of inadequacy, view them as feedback. After each challenge, ask yourself, what did I learn? How can I improve next time? What strengths did I discover about myself? This reframing turns obstacles into stepping stones, helping you grow stronger with every experience. Step 4. Build a supportive network. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Seek mentors, join communities, or connect with friends who share your values and aspirations. Share your goals with them and ask for accountability. A strong support system can provide encouragement during tough times and celebrate your wins along the way. Step 5. Use visualization and affirmations. Spend 5 minutes each day visualizing your success. Imagine yourself achieving your goals in vivid detail, how it feels, looks, and sounds. Pair this practice with positive affirmations like, I am capable of handling whatever comes my way. I trust myself to figure things out. Every step I take brings me closer to my dreams. Over time, these practices will rewire your brain to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. Step 6. Embrace discomfort. Daily challenge yourself to do one thing each day that pushes you slightly outside your comfort zone. Whether it's speaking up in a meeting, trying a new activity, or setting boundaries in relationships, discomfort signals growth. Remind yourself that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting in spite of it. Step into the unknown with confidence. Life's greatest adventures lie beyond the edges of certainty. The invisible bridge doesn't reveal itself until you take that first bold step into the unknown. Confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you create through action, fueled by purpose and strengthened by persistence. Every step you take, no matter how small, builds the foundation for greater self-assurance and resilience. Remember, fear is not your enemy. It's a signpost pointing toward growth. When you feel afraid, it means you're stepping outside your comfort zone, and that's where transformation happens. Purpose gives you the clarity to navigate uncertainty, while action turns fear into fuel for your journey. Together, they form the pillars of bold living. Now I'd love to hear from you. What's one area of your life where you've been hesitating to take action? How can you apply the concept of the invisible bridge to overcome that hesitation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're all here to support each other on this journey. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button if this video resonated with you. It helps us reach more people who are ready to embrace bold living. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more insights on personal growth, overcoming fear, and building confidence. And if you found this content valuable, check out our playlist on overcoming self-doubt for even more tools to help you thrive. Thank you for watching. And remember, the path appears as you walk. Take that first step today. You never know where it might lead.